Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of The Real Honest Raider. I'm your host, Rick Grimes, and today we're going to go ahead and destroy Dox Ent again. Not with my words, but basically with his. He's a complete bad faith actor in this space. He has no education. He's never played football. He doesn't know anything about football beyond Madden. And, yeah. I don't, and some people say, well, don't get into personal things. Like, does anybody pay attention to this shit? Like, Dox is always drunk and blacks out and brags about it. Like, does anybody remember those guys from like their 20s who used to brag about that shit? Does anybody remember where those fucking scumbags went? Nobody remembers. Nobody cares because they're like the almosts, right? They almost made it in life. They almost got somewhere, but they're just so self-indulged and they get drunk and delve in their own self pity and loathing that all they do is just black out and wake out the next morning and do the same shit the next day. Plan is blackouts. It's like he wakes up in the morning. He's like, well, I got to clear my schedule in the morning so I can hit the bottle real hard in the evening. You know what I mean? It's like this guy. He wakes up like homeless Bob and gives commentary. I Nothing more disingenuous than what's about to come out of his uh, you know, vocal portal of garbage he calls a mouth. And I've I just ladies and gentlemen, you got to stop listening to people like this. This guy's really going to brainwash you into stupid. You're going to catch stupid when you listen to this guy as if he's real or serious.
A lot of blame is going around on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere.
Look, he's looking left and right like he's doing something like he's not supposed to do. He's looking like maybe nobody's listening because I got to make this bullshit excuse. But here it comes. He's going to name the guy you don't want to talk about.
Bleacher Report. The blame game is in full effect, y'all. But I'm here to tell you guys, point blank, period.
Which is doesn't make your statement that you're about to say any more important or honest. Point blank, period, actually doesn't make any sense. You're an idiot.
We can blame it on Derek
We're
Carr. We can
we
blame it
are
on
gonna we're gonna blame it on Derek Carr.
this guy, this guy, this guy.
You notice how he doesn't blame anybody else. He just says Derek Carr and this guy and this guy and this guy because there is no this guy, this guy, and this guy. It's just Derek Carr, right? He's got to create this aura of there's more people to blame than just Derek Carr. There isn't. It's just Derek Carr. And this is how brainwashing effect happens, people. People listen to this, and what happens is the human mind assumes. So he says this guy, and this guy, and they assume there are other people involved in this because this guy must not be lying to them, right? Couldn't possibly lie to you. For what reason? Wipe them feet, yo. Get me those subs. Trying to get to 17,000, yo. Like, because this guy needs this money. Like, he needs his first and 15 of the month check, right? Because he doesn't have a job. He doesn't work. And if he does, it's nowhere important. I don't know what he could possibly do. Be a failed rapper, full-time alcoholic, and what's his job again? I'm not really sure. But, um, but he's gonna give you who he wants you to blame right now.
Guy, that guy. It all boils down to
Here it is. Get ready for the bullshit lie of the decade. As if the quarterback doesn't have 100% control at the line.
Josh McDaniels. And I'm going to give
What the fuck? How could it be Josh McDaniels when Derek Carr threw behind his receiver, when Derek Carr throws short of the sticks, when Derek Carr doesn't run for a first down, can't feel the pressure and gets sacked, is panicking, has happy feet, throws with bad leverage, throws behind the receiver, throws in front of the receiver, but way, way too far, or throws it out of bounds on fourth down, fumbles out of the end zone for an opponent's touchback? How is any of that the coach's fault ever? Right? How is that ever the coach's fault? It's not. It's Derek Carr's fault. Derek Carr has never thrown more than 2 touchdowns in a game for the past, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 25, 26 games? He hasn't thrown more than 2 touchdowns in like 25 or 26 games. Um, I don't know what you mean by, and the most he'll ever throw is three. You know what I mean? You, where are you? The Derek Carr that you think exists isn't real,
you guys a few reasons why.
which all be in bad faith,
But I think you guys already know that. Shout
that they are going to be in bad faith. Yep.
out to Raider by Nature, man. Silverface, what's good, my brother? Top Beats in the building. NorCal Raider Jesse, my dog, one of the GOAT moderators on YouTube.
How do you become a GOAT
Robbie,
moderator?
man.
That's
Anthony,
what I want to
what's
know.
really, really good. Raiders will rise from these ashes. Mike Williams, you know what's so cool, right? Um, Tough schedule starting the season. I mean, don't get me wrong.
By the way, I predicted 0-5 by the bye. We might be 1-4 by the bye if we can win next game, but we certainly aren't winning the next two. So, uh, let me tell you this: 0-5 by the bye, and anybody who wants to debate that one, go in the channel here and just post any old bullshit that you want to copy from one of these guys who give you your answers, and then I'll go ahead and debate you there. But you know, the Chiefs hung a 5 touchdown throwing day against uh, the Cardinals, and we only scored 2 touchdowns again. That's not Josh McDaniels, you dipshit. That is Derek Carr. No one else. He changes the play at the line. He addresses who's open. He throws the ball. It's all his fault. Anybody that says it's the defense's fault why we don't score touchdowns, please jump off a cliff with a parachute. I'm not trying to get you killed, but I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You're the lowest of the low and the most dumbest of the dumb, okay? Nobody wants you in their channel. Please go wander in the woods and disappear the best way you see fit. But don't come back into the channel.
The Cardinals weren't who I thought they were.
The Cardinals aren't who they thought they were. What? Like, what did you think they were?
At all, you know what I mean? But I mean, you're up 20-0 in the first half. You assume this is a terrible team, right?
No, you don't assume it's a terrible team. You assume the Chiefs are an amazing team and the Raiders are a trash team. And when you go against another team who's about equally or on par, you get about a 50-50 dice roll. And that's about what Derek Carr is, a 50-50 dice roll, right? That's why we have more overtime playing and all this other bullshit, because he's a 50-50 dice roll against other 50-50 dice roll teams. Like, it's not a consistent thing. It's not something you can hang your hat on. You're going to go ahead and blame everybody else. We can fire every coach for like 15 years, you stupid low IQ fucking idiot.
And they come back and bite you in the ass. But
your commentary bites everybody in the ass.
The Tennessee Titans, the way they look coming off that poor performance.
Watch Tennessee, watch us go to Tennessee and just fucking get demolished, right? What is this man going to do, right? If we go into Tennessee and just get fucking handled, right? What's he going to do? Is he going to delete his channel? Because just listen to the shit that he's about to spew. I mean, his whole world should crash before his eyes. You know what I mean? He should delete the channel and just fire sale all of his fucking gear. Just fire sale it and just go watch Bocce or something.
Against the Buffalo Bills, they got absolutely destroyed. Defensively, offensively.
Buffalo is a fucking real team with a real quarterback. You're an idiot.
This is a game that I think we should win clear cut.
Nope, we shouldn't clear cut win this, and we might likely go to overtime.
But I said that about Arizona as well.
Yeah, because you're an idiot. You're a low-key fucking low IQ asshole. And you pander to the lowest intellectual fucking denominator in your channel, the Carr fans, right? Because you need the donos, you need the thumbs up, and you need the algo AdSense money. You're broke. You're a broke joke. Your gear is fucking broke. Your fucking goddamn whole shtick that you have is about being this Raider rapper. Whatever, bro. Like, nobody gives a flying shit. Right? You got a Raider tat. Good for you. Good fucking for you. It doesn't make you any more of a fan than anyone else, you have dipshit. So that doesn't make anything you say more important.
So I'm going to pump the brakes even on my expectations, you guys.
Yeah, pump the brakes on your expectations right after you say there's no reason why we shouldn't just hang fucking whatever on them, right?
But I will say this. Tennessee's secondary is absolutely terrible.
Okay, and then watch this.
They do have, what is it, Kevin Bird? He's one of the best safeties in the league. But
their secondary is ass, but then says he's got somebody who's one of the best safeties in the league. Do you hear how disingenuous this is? This is crazy. It's absolutely absurd how he talks.
Their secondary up to this point in 2 weeks is absolutely terrible. There is no reason that Devontae Adams should not be able to cook. It's just about Josh McDaniels.
Now, if they don't cook, it's always Josh McDaniels' fault, right? Because low IQ intellect, fucking idiot. This guy over here, Texas Podunk, thinks he knows what the hell he's doing. Mr. Madden professional thinks he knows what he's talking about. Get bent, Dox.
He was putting this offense together, and DC being on the same page as Josh McDaniels.
DC has to be on the same page with DC. That guy's a fucking coward. Okay? He gets to the bit in the fucking pocket and he panics by touching his own man's jersey. Like I don't understand. You're an idiot. Everything you say is bad faith. Do you even know what is real anymore? Have you just sipped on fucking stupidity drinks for too long and now you just like crapped your brains out and you're just a shell of a man, a slab of meat with eyeballs? Is that all you are, Docs? I mean, for God's sakes, you must have drank all your fucking brain cells and killed them all. You sound and act stupid.
And Devontae, there's no reason Devontae
Says he's gonna pump the brakes and then says,
shouldn't have 120, 130 yards.
but he's gonna go ahead and say Devontae has 130 and 120 yards. He's gonna pump the brakes, but then say 120 and 130 yards, right? Everything he says is a contradiction.
Receiving and a few touchdowns.
And a few touchdowns. Pump the brakes, right? But 3 touchdowns for Devontae. Right, okay. Pump the brakes, but 3 touchdowns. Back to the delusions.
This week. There's no excuses in the books. Shout out to my brother Cody in the building. You already know. Blackout, blackout, blackout. What's up?
Raider Cody. Hey, there you go. There's one of the most, that if not, well, Wi-Fi Willie and this guy, Raider Cody. 2 of the most disgustingly vile, 100% lying to you. Every word out of their mouth is a bullshit lie or bullshit fucking excuse or a bullshit deflection. Neither one, Raider Cody or Wi-Fi Willie or this guy, will 100% ever say anything bad about Derek Carr. They will never. There is nothing Derek Carr can do in a game that would cause them to say, that's it, boys. I fucking hate you. Derek Carr, get fucking hit by a truck. None of you fucking will ever hear any of these guys wish them anything but happy times and arm hugs and all kinds of rub on the backs, patsies and you know flowers and yeah, you know why? Because this fucking moron and Wi-Fi Willie, oh my god, all they care about is the AdSense revenue. AdSense revenue because they're absolutely broke. Absolutely broke. Nothing about them is good. Their souls are dog shit.
What's up with my brother, man? Can't wait to see you again next weekend, King. We're going to have another legendary.
Another hypocritical group of male macho lying and bonding while we bump chests and say we're masters of the world. We know everything about football and we're going to win the Super Bowl. Arr, right? This guy is such a fucking joke. Does anybody act like that? For God's sakes, even the people that are super fans don't even act like this guy. You know what I mean? The ones that used to be super fans. Shit.
Legendary blackout party, man.
They're not legendary. They're a bunch of old middle-aged people fucking trying to relive their youth. It's not legendary. Nothing is legendary. Your drinking is legendary.
For those who came out, you guys know. Absolutely insane. Amani and yeah, they're no, but
there it is. See, Amani and Bird are no joke though, and he's trying to deflect again because he already made a comment that committed him to saying the secondary is ass. Ready? Now watch this.
Up to this point though. Their secondary has absolutely lost.
Absolutely lost. Looks absolutely lost. It recognizes the fact that they're not bad. They're just playing against better teams, right? And they looked absolutely lost. Maybe it's because the quarterback is fucking great, right? And watch them not look very lost against Derek Carr because he's such a fucking backup quarterback. Anybody can pick him apart. Anyone can diagnose him by the halftime. Anybody.
Don't get me wrong. They played some pretty tough guys. You know, they had Diggs, which didn't he have like 3 or 4 TDs? Diggs was absolutely cooking these guys. You know what I mean?
No. Josh Allen was cooking these guys.
But they played the Giants as well. They didn't look good in that game. 0-2. We're 0-2. I just know this. When your back is against the wall.
And here comes some bullshit monologue where he's going to try to talk you into being hyped about it again.
Right? When your back is against the wall, like ours, like the Titans.
Like the Titans, so at least acknowledge Titans back against the wall too, right? Like they're just gonna show up to the game and be like, "Here you go, Raiders, you win. Your back's against the wall, so you win, right?"
Absolutely find out who you really are.
I already know who we are, you dipshit, fucking McGillicuddy. What's wrong with you? Have you not watched any of the Raiders games up until now? Fucking go watch some of the fucking other games, you fucking slow in between the ears, slab of meat with eyeballs. What's wrong with you? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, um, it's like 15 minutes. Fucking YouTube won't let me put another video on that's longer than like I don't know. This might not even post, but I just want you to know that this is the kind of crap that convinces the low IQ people of the world um, that we have a chance or that we're good. And that Derek Carr shouldn't be blamed. It should be McDaniels. It's like everybody else but Derek Carr, right? You know, everybody else is wrong except for he's right, right? No, no. This guy's always wrong. He ain't never been right. His whole life is wrong, and it's never gonna be right. Um, that's just the way it is. Anyways, I've been your host Rick Grimes, saying if you're a Derek Carr fan, please get bent. You guys are the worst. Fucking idiots.